Tommy Guerrero.
Tommy Guerrero.
Wait, no, it's Gadget.
Oh, wait, no. I'm Gadget.
That's Gadget.
I'm Tim DeGaw.
Tim DeGaw.
The robot.
DeGaw.
Smokies.
And I'm in the dark. Monty.
So you want good. That's Monty Ballier.
Hi.
He's a Mac Diddy Diddy.
Rolling a big fat joint.
Yeah, up the street. The old Casbah. You
The old Casbah.
Years
I
ago.
was
Yeah, I
there.
saw that.
Monty was the man from Swell.
That was
He's
good.
of great fame. We are
You guys
like
played like good long
ham hocks
set.
in the
I
bottom of
remember.
a pot of
It was very-
That was
beans.
like 1990.
It was very satisfying because I had the CD and I was like, well, what? Because you had like some of the recording, like the street
sounds,
recording,
yeah.
all that kind of stuff. I was wondering how it was going to come off live or whatever, but it was like,
We brought the street with us.
you know,
Yo,
the
man,
street
can
was
we
in
go?
effect.
I am the streets.
It was definitely happening.
I am hip hop.
How many releases have there been under Jet Black Crayon?
Just one.
Just
Just
that-
this.
Zero.
Well, there's actually zero. This is just a
Officially
special.
zero.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
this
that's
is
the one
just
with
on
the
it for the show.
Pescado frito and all
Yeah,
that.
yeah. Just for the show.
Was she?
We burned it on our own
Es que te
CDRs.
gusta el-
CD burners. It's very homemade.
Es que te gusta el-
Monty. No, we're not gonna be subjected alone.
You guys would.
Yeah, yeah.
You guys had the show going.
No,
on.
no,
so
no,
you
no,
could
no,
go
no,
all
no,
the
no,
way.
no, no, no.
I'll stand back here.
No, no, no.
I'll answer all your
All my
functioning
stu-
questions.
Okay, functioning question.
Actually, that's better.
He's the man.
That's better.
What's the origin? When did it start?
Me? I used to be a touring man.
Uh huh.
And I used to tour with that guy a lot of the time and Swell and other bands and doing sound and stuff, and I got sick of it, so I started a record label, multimedia thingy, and mostly record label was taking the dominant. I put out a release, Jazz Cannon, which is Matt Rose guy's solo project,
Oh, really? Okay.
and then me and him, and then me and him, and then a new guy named Gresham that he played acoustic on, and I did production. And we have a bunch more stuff coming. We got CD from us, CD from Jazz Cannon, and CD from Spleen, which is Rob Ellis from PJ Harvey,
Oh, really?
and then and a bunch
John
more.
Parrish too.
And John Parrish
Really?
was in it, yeah. And a guy from 16 Horsepower, guys from Leica,
And Greg Brady too.
and Greg Brady's in
And he's
it.
made
Yeah.
guest
Brady.
appearances.
He bakes a fine cake.
Does he?
Some different shit.
Did he
And,
learn from Dad, Pops Brady?
Carol.
Sure.
Carol was on off the hook.
Careful how he bakes a cake.
Yeah, well,
A little dark, if you know what I mean.
hey, I don't know. What do you mean?
Nothing. I didn't say anything. You're not hearing my thoughts.
Anyway,
So we're gonna do that shit, and then we're gonna do Jet Black Crayon. We just have to get through the next wave of stuff and this tour and other shows and that stuff, and then Jet Black Crayon is on the spring
there's
agenda.
something that we all adhere to, even though we would not like to. It's a man-made
Chicken machine.
conception. It's called time.
Yeah.
And it's a very difficult thing to manage.
Uh-huh.
You have that whole 24 hours in a day thing,
Uh-huh.
which is, I mean, you know, if you ask me, I don't really care for it personally. But we're all extremely busy people because, you know, we're willing to, hey, how much you want to buy? Sell!
You're out there.
No, I mean, we all love
I'll
music.
trade my
And we-
hookers for your crack.
And we'd love to do music 24/7, but all of us have, I mean, the reality is called rent. And we all live in
Uh-huh.
San Francisco, and the rent
Is
in San
astronomical.
Francisco,
Yeah.
Just
It's
just-
gastronomical, actually.
Yeah.
I've been compromised.
Ulcer fire.
Yeah.
So do you all do different things during the day? All like
Good night.
Adios, thank you.
for coming.
day job type things? Or?
Yeah,
I just-
I work at a skateboard company that me and my friend started about 9 years ago, and I do that every single day. And these cats,
I mostly do the label, and that's my main gig. Pick up a little work here and there, but I'm trying to make the label full time so we can just put out music.
well, which is beyond full time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, there's
90
no,
hours
There's
a
no
minute.
time. Yeah.
And so hopefully we won't be able to subtract our jobs and just do that music.
And Tim O'May,
Monty,
man.
yeah, Monty and I, we're just in the business of rock and roll. I'm actually,
You know,
quite frankly, business has been good too.
He shapes bottoms for a living. He's a bottom shaver.
I'm not going to admit that.
Only crew cuts with a fade up.
No, these cats are too bad to even be
Strictly
fucking
mine.
working. It's wrong. It's not right. I mean, when you have these great artists, no, seriously, when you have these great artists, fucking great musicians, shit like that, who have to adhere to some sort of daytime schedule and things of that nature, it's just, it attacks the soul and it's not cool, man. But I mean, our society's set up so fucked
Amen.
up, so it's like, you gotta deal with it.
And
right?
you got rent in San Francisco.
Well, yeah, well, I mean, it's like,
But I mean,
I live in a rock and it's 12 grand a minute.
So have
So,
you
I mean,
ever,
that's
are you
pretty
guys all
cool.
rooted in San Francisco to an extent where you wouldn't want to leave?
We're both born and raised.
Yeah.
Tim's been there forever. He's from
He's from
Dallas.
South Bay.
Monty's from
Close
just
by.
down the way, but he's been there for 6 billion years, and so, you know, I mean,
Yeah,
it's a very difficult situation. I mean, to leave somewhere where you're from and where you've grown up, it's fucked up.
Did you see Blackheart recently, or have you seen?
I'm friends with Monty, or Mario Rupala,
Oh yeah.
the drummer, and I've seen Blackheart and
Oh, that's
Pilot,
Blackheart Procession?
and 3 Mile Pilot.
Did you see
And-
Click It's At
and-
before?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And 3 Mile Pilot, you know, now has the opposite shoot. Some of the other guys, you know, whatever they shot, the pinback deal.
Right.
Pinback's really cool. But that cat, man.
So you guys are fully aware of all that up there. I mean, well, at least you are up there. But see,
No,
in
yeah,
San
yeah,
Diego,
yeah.
people aren't sure. Like,
Well,
who
they
knows?
were like, sarcasm was like, oh, I got a flat top, what happened? You know what I'm saying?
It was bouncing right back at us.
It was pretty bad, you know, and I'm in cornball, and, you know, I mean, I had this ball of cheese, and I was like, hey, I'm gonna throw it out, but no, it just stuck to my face.
It's the cheese.
It's
And
the
no
cheese.
more than that, but yeah.
Or is it the crack? Which brings us back to San Francisco. So
Actually, we are on a campaign this tour to get off the crack.
Yeah, it's our,
We've converted over to freebasing coffee beans.
it's latest and greatest.
It's fast, but it's not out of control.
Right.
okay, but is there
Sorry.
is there a place that you guys play up there? I mean, like you know, there seems to be like a kind of a clustering of
Of our
people and
different
bands and stuff.
Yeah, for
Is
sure.
there any place or like anything that defines it? or-
No, it's just
No.
our mutual knowingness, each otherness. But that's one word. But
It's so excellent. I was like,
There's the
Knowingness,
quote, the
each
blown
otherness.
quote right there. It's our mutual. Yeah.
that's good though.
But we actually are in the process of talking about making a little monthly or weekly kind of get-together trip. But we've just all known each other for a while, and we've all pursued our shit this way, that way, and realized that we all want to do the same thing. So
I think
combine our styles.
for sure. And I think we on this tour, we really actually started to really think about what we might want to do as musicians and just as a group within San Francisco and actually do something within San Francisco because it's very fragmented, which is very bizarre. The city's so tiny, but it's still extremely fragmented, and there's not really a real music community. Whereas like Chicago, like you know the Isotope cast and the Tortoise cast, and all those casts, and they all work together, and they're all down with the same crew, and it's very difficult because for us, it just doesn't exist here. Yeah, in Seattle too, but in San Francisco, it just really doesn't exist. I mean, everybody's kind of doing their own thing, and it's very hard. So what we were talking about recently is trying to create something, maybe whether it be weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly, is creating a scene where you have a kind of a jam night where you have maybe just the foundation of the group is you know bass and drums and guitar or keys or whatever it may be, and have different people sign up and play and just have a good time and try to create a really vibrant and really communicative and also a new scene within the city, and it just doesn't exist. It really
There
does
is
not
no
exist.
Isotope did it, though.
You know, and then and they're you know, I mean, I still did it in Chicago. I mean, they're like, man, that's the best thing we do, and we've always talked about it, but it's very difficult. It's just very different. So I think that's going to be one of our goals.
Do they rise and fall in San Francisco? Is like something
It's-
in and then something's out, or is it just that things stay?
And, well, the biggest problem is just too much stuff. It's like
Yeah.
the same problem we have
Within
with
a
rent. It's the same
concentrated
problem
place.
with music. It's just there's too many bands, and so it's just like a flood of music and bands. And so, like, if you want to go hear something good, you have to get through 500 bands that are just fucking around to you know really get somewhere.
It's just
So,
clicky.
yeah,
Very
yeah.
clicky scene.
Yeah, there's
And
too
Monty
many
will
bands
know
and
more than any of us.
they're in their little scenes, and so it's nice. It's nice that recently the common goal for many bands and music and people in the industry in San Francisco are like, let's stop making all these cliques and scenes and you know break it all down into just good time music. You know?
And also, I think another one of the main problems is that the whole idea of improv and or music that we do. I mean, it's very open-ended. Everything we do, it's not the same thing you're gonna hear every night. I mean, basically, you might hear the same things, but where the starts and you know the ends and stuff like that, it's never gonna be the same. And it's very open-ended. And in San Francisco, I mean, you don't have that. We don't have that venue to create that sort of environment and that sort of feeling, and everything's very, what we all do is very visual and stuff. And I think that's a big part of music that was lost, that was part of the history of San Francisco, especially in the Fillmore district with the jazz and shit like that.